box over here is, you're going to click got it right before I guess your DNA results pop up. Your results are up to date. Your DNA doesn't change, but the science we use to analyze it does. Your results may change over time as the science improves. Computer. There we go. Okay. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to show y'all this first. Oh my gosh! I saw Africa! I saw so much in Africa! What the heck, dude? I have not. I don't even want to look at it yet. Ah! Bruh! Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh! Like the red says 1700s. The yellow says 1800s. Oh my gosh! I cannot look at my results right now. Like, I thought, I know. I'm gonna give y'all one quick look before I get into it, because I ain't gonna stop once I get into it. Those are all the little percentages. What's up? Okay. So the first thing that pops up is 20. Oh my gosh. I am a bunch of different things. Wow! So, I am 24% Europe West. Europe West. That's the highest percentage of anything, is Europe West, which is Western European. Primarily located Belgium, France, Germany, Netherlands. Shows that you have ancestry from Europe West, which links you to these specific regions. So I guess, like, I don't know how this works. I'm just gonna show you guys. Like, for the first one, the 20, you guys can't even see this. But if you could see this, you would see that it's over here. There's this little bar right here. That's basically saying your range is 0 to 47%. I'm about halfway there. And then down here at the bottom, it says, like, Europe West is up here in this area. It says Europe West, primarily located in Belgium, France, Germany, Netherlands, Switzerland, wherever that is. Scale here. And then it says your DNA shows that you have ancestry from Europe West, and it links you to these specific locations. Lower Midwest and Virginian settlers. So it's settlers that European comes from, which makes perfect sense. I mean, you know, my mom's white. My family's been here on her side since the 1700s. We do know that. The Deppenbrocks, the Skiles, they've all been here from the 1700s, and they're allegedly Scottish and German. So that makes a good amount of sense. Then down here, oh, that's badass. Stone Age farmers. Stone Age farmers. Which number? Hold up. Stone Age farmers brought wheat, cows, and pigs to Western Europe from the Middle East. From the Middle East! About the what? Okay, so what I'm getting from this Europe West is that I'm German. I am German. I am probably French. I am probably, you know, I'm German. There's no, I knew that. Ich liebe dich. I knew that. That's not what Ich liebe dich means, by the way, but I knew that. Prehistoric Western Germany. It even, like, goes into, like, the history of each place. Like, I wish my camera would focus on this. There we go. Like, it literally goes, it says prehistoric Eastern, Western Europe. So prehistoric Western Europe, my bad. It gives you, like, this layout of them. And it's like, due to its location and geography, Western Europe has seen many successive waves of immigrants throughout its history, both peaceful and violent, blah, blah, blah. Dude, that's crazy. Like, so underneath that, they have this little map. This is your map, I guess, of that actual area. Of, like, this is what this area would look like. And if I'm correct, I don't know this for sure, it just gives you, like, a bunch of history, basically, about where each thing is. Like, I'm kind of, like, I'm skept out about this whole thing, because it's like, okay, first off, we already knew, on my mom's side, like, there were gonna be some settlers in there. We knew that. I think, like, looking at the area surprises me so much, because it's not like we were just settlers. Like, these are people who came and took America from the natives. Like, they're people who literally came and took this country from other people. Like, those people are my people, basically. Like, if you want to really get down to the nitty gritty and talk about it, so the realization of this is kind of like, what? Then it says that I am Scandinavian. I'm freaking Scandinavian, bro! Like, I'm one of the freaking Hansons, dude. I'm like deadliest catch. Like, we're Norwegian. We're Norwegian, bro! Like, 20%, but hey, it's something. Bruh! That's like Vikings, yo. That is like some hard. See this? These are like cold places. These are like, I love mountains. I love trees. I love wilderness. Like, this is the wilderness. Like, I am so freaking happy right now. Nations that are like broad, not nations, but European areas that are like broadly there. 24%, 21%. I've literally spent 16 minutes talking about just 2 ethnicities. One is Benin/Togo. Your DNA shows that you have ancestry from Benin, Togo, which links you to these specific regions: Virginia, Southern states, African American. The year that's next to that, like the year that's next to this Benin, Togo, which forgive me if that sounds totally illiterate when I'm saying it. It says that has been there since 1850. Make sure, like, when you guys do this, you have a world map so you can literally just scroll through and point. Then the next one is Africa, Southeastern Bantu, and that is with, what percent was that? That is at 8%. That gives you this big portion, which, like I said, I knew we were going to be East African. I did not realize we'd be that South African either on top of that. So it says, the Southern Bantu region shares a genetic thread spanning thousands of years and thousands of miles through the heart of Africa. As West Africa's population grew about 3,000 years ago, Bantu-speaking peoples migrated in 2 directions. Some went along Africa's west coast, others went along the eastern coast. It says that the people who came from this area come from the kingdoms of the Baganda, Zimbabwe, and Zulu. So all of those African tribes, which I am probably gonna cry in this video at some point, of different things, and I think it goes a little bit more in depth the further I go, so I'll explain to you guys more. But like, as of right now, we are primarily African. Like, I can't say West African, I can't say East African. Literally the only thing I can say is we're not North African. We're probably not Arabic or anything like that. We're not Egyptian or anything like that, but we are literally African. The next thing on my thing is Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. And I knew I was Scottish. I didn't know about Ireland or Wales. I don't know how much of any of those I am. So when I look at this, the settler range, it's still back in the 1700s, and it's still in the 1700s, and also I don't know if you guys can see, but there's Scotland and Wales, and then this is where the settlers came through in America. I am also British, settler British. I'm totally proud to be English. I don't know about settler English, you know. The DNA shows that you have ancestry from Mali. And links you to these specific regions. So specific regions over here in America being Virginia, southern states, Virginia and southern states of African Americans. So this is Mali. This is all the places in the southern states that we are. So Mali. I'm also 7% from Cameroon and Congo. I'm gonna end up deleting the one on the personalized, like, individual one that I am like, that would make me emotional. If anybody doesn't know, like, this past couple of months that I've been in school, 3 of my papers were literally about Congo. 3 of my papers were about what's going on in Congo, past and what's going on now. Just throwing this out there, this video has nothing to do with this. If you guys have the ability to help another country, whether it be funding somebody, whether it be funding programs like the Red Cross, or boycotting different businesses that are American businesses that use things like palm oil and blood diamonds, things like that, totally protest it, be against it, change it, like, live to make a change for these places, because these are ultimately where our people come from. I'm only 5% Nigerian, and not to be, but I feel like my family, like, they look Ethiopian, and then some of them look Nigerian. These are lower confidence regions, which are regions that are not as predominantly in my DNA. So it says I am 4% Guyanese, or Ivory Coast, which makes sense because obviously you guys just saw Benin Togo is my highest African population. This also says that came from the slave trade during the 1850s. This is all under my lower confidence regions. So I don't know if you guys saw this. You have on this, there's this top area, which is what you are primarily. This is my 24%, my 11%, and all these other 8s and 7s. Down here, it says lower confidence regions. And then these are regions that are like 4, 5, and 2, 1%, that are way lower than the others. The first one that popped up was 4% Ivory Coast or Ghana. The next one that popped up was Senegal. And it says it's only, I want to say 3% Senegal. Or Senegalese, I should say. 2% Senegalese. The Iberian Peninsula, only 2% Iberian Peninsula, and it's Spain. It's Spain. So I'm Spanish, or Portugal, or Moroccan, or Tunisian. Then the next one is 1% North African, which would be Morocco, Tunisia, all of that. Algeria, Liberia, or Libya, Egypt, and Israel! I could be Israeli, dude! Like, ugh. I need to... No Arabic or nothing like that. I probably have a little bit of Arabic in there somewhere. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I definitely, not to say that these results are inaccurate. I don't think they're inaccurate. I think they're good representations of where I'm from. But I think that each one of these results, there's more to it. And I think that if both of my parents get this done, it'll be refined a little bit more. And if we link our family trees, we could definitely get a better view of what we actually are. Because once again, these are just estimates. African North, and then Europe East, which, oh my goodness, says I am 2% Asian South, which is Indian, Pakistani, Nepalian, Bangladesh, like all of those places, Sri Lanka, all of those I am potentially part of. I don't even know how to take these results anymore. This is like how this, it says African South Central hunter-gatherers. So for all I know, this is like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know how to take that. Like, this is crazy. Like, this whole experience was just nuts. So they have this portion at the end of your results that basically asks you to go through, it says show all DNA regions, and you can literally go through and see every inch of the world that they have DNA samples from that they can cross compare, and you will see where your stuff comes from. The only thing that I will say that was surprising to me is that there are certain areas on here that I have 1% in, like one of those being in Northern Africa, which kind of overlaps with Europe. And it actually overlaps with Israel a lot, but yet I have no, as far as this says, Jewish in me. And I don't know why, but for some reason that is very hard for me to believe that I have no Jewish in me. Like, that is, I don't know. That's crazy. Alright, I gotta go call my mom and let her know what these crazy results say. Have a good day. God bless. Oh, let's exit with prayer real quick though. Father, I thank you for this day, Lord, and I thank you for these results. Father, please bless anyone who is looking for these results, Lord. I pray that you guide their hearts and you put it on their hearts to do so, Lord. Please bless us to stay focused and committed to your word, Father. In Christ Jesus' holy name I pray.